a big old ladybug in my face. Hey, hello Han. This is a message for my friend Han on YouTube, who wrote to me several days back. I'm sorry I'm late in responding, asking my opinion about childhood education, specifically with regards to innocence. Now, I'll try to address the innocence part the best I can. That's a tricky one, though, for me. But let me talk about the education part first. As an educator myself, an educator of children, and a father of an 11-year-old girl, the one thing I have learned that is key, crucial, and vital to educating children is that education must be wondrous. Education must be astonishing. Education must be gripping. It must keep kids at the edge of their seats. I mean, of course, you can't always have that kind of stuff, but for the most part, if you can get the right educator, almost any subject can be made into an amazing thing. I struggled through my formal education, my primary years, largely because it couldn't keep my attention. It was just too boring. I had a couple, and I don't need to put the onus of, well, I guess I do need to put the onus of responsibility on the educator. They're the adults, by the way. They're the ones in charge of the game there, so to speak. And I can tell you this, that the two educators who I do remember from my own childhood, who really did keep me interested and taught me a lot, were those that found a way to make their subjects very, very interesting. Whether it was Mr. Duncan, in I think it was the 4th grade, who our school was by the sea, who would routinely taught a number of courses, but I remember his fondness was biology. And he would routinely take us out of the class, out into the school grounds, out to the park, and even occasionally to the nearby beach, where we would wander, look at fossils, talk about the ocean, the cycles of life, and all the kinds of stuff. Really, really stuck in. Probably laid the seeds for my own interest in biology, the initial as well as that of my parents. Another teacher, literature teacher in high school, who suggested, she said, "So you like walking, huh?" And gave me my first copy of Walden to read from the library, and then listened to me, sat after class as I poured out to her my thoughts about what I had been reading, and she tried to help me understand the big words that Henry David Thoreau was using that became a source of vital and a dynamic source of livelihood and interest. Not livelihood in terms of money, but a livelihood in terms of getting by in life. Man alive! I mean, to be a wordsmith. I mean, and then of course when I got into university, but that's a whole other thing, Doug Losey and David Bixler. So speaking from my own experience and my own father as well, his amazing ability to communicate and to basically instill wonder upon what seemingly simple things in the world. I think educators need to do that. Children to be stimulated. Children need to be stimulated. They love to play. They love to have fun. And if educators can do that, then all the better. Now it's not everybody's like that. Not everybody's, and not all children are receptive to that. Some are receptive to simply, rote learning. But that's cool too. But I think I'm generalizing here, and I think for the most part that's the case. Some cases you can have an amazingly good educator, and maybe it's worthwhile to use technology to capture their lectures and their descriptions, their instruction for the share with the masses in class. Well, maybe under the tutorage of a teacher who can then show a video, for example, or an interactive display, and then go over it with the kids afterwards. So maybe we need to find a way to institutionalize, and I mean that word in the most positive sense, institutionalize our best thinkers into the curriculum for basically for the consumption of the masses, the children, and of course then gives a greater incentive to teachers to try and get the best and the most intriguing people into the field. Bring those minds that really are stimulated by the world into the world to share it with others. As for innocence, so that's how I think you should educate kids. As for innocence is a tricky one because I think that we sometimes overrate it. I think that we certainly there are some things that a child's mind needs to be protected from. Some facts and realities that can if not cripple, can be such a distraction at a young age as to take them off track on the course of education that they need to be on. So I think we need to basically be sensitive to the age group and to the individual, and apply the harsher realities of life, or the facts about the harsher realities of life, in accordance, just as we do in giving a greater responsibility to children as they age. So too should we open the doors and lift the blinds on the more serious and harsher elements. Well, that's a tricky one, though. Okay, well, Han, thank you for writing. Hey, and I'm going to sign off for now. You're my very first response video on my new response channel. Yeah, I started this channel because I'm getting a lot of email, and I don't know where to put them. Here on the YouTube, over on the YouTube Bullet Train LylesBrother channel. So I created a new channel, and you're my first upload there, other than the test upload I made. Okay, take care, everybody. Thanks for writing, Han. Have a great day. Bye bye.